My people, what is good, man? We here, you know what I'm saying? We live and direct and we back. All right, listen, man. Today we just gonna go over a few different things to help you become a better trader in these binary streets. You feel me? All right, so before we even get to that, I gotta give you a scripture today. We're gonna go with Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth to it and are safe. There's power in the name Jesus. Hey, dwell in the secret place of the Lord. Stay close to him, especially in times ahead. We're going to talk about that probably on this channel, maybe on the other channel. But stay close to the Lord in these times. Call on his name and let him be your strong tower. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be safe with him. No matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going to happen in this world, you're going to be good. You lock in with the Lord. You feel what I'm saying? So remember that. All right. So right now, let me show y'all. I made a little something today. You know what I'm saying? A little $600 today. Close a few nice little trades. You know what I'm saying? Some light, some slight. Yeah. So let's get to it. I think news might be going off. It might be because it looks like a news candle. All right. So let me go over here. Let me just kind of talk to y'all about what you need to be looking at. All right. So anytime you own these charts, the first thing you need to do before you get on the charts, of course, is talk to your Lord and Savior. You know what I'm talking about? Before you hop on these charts, because if you hopping on these charts without talking to your Lord and Savior, then that's where you're messing up. You know what I'm saying? So do that first. Then get on these charts so you have a clear mind. Let him guide you on what to take. After that, then you need to get in here and mark up your stuff. You see what I'm saying? So if you look for the same setups every day, like I tell you to, you know what I mean? Eventually, you should get to the point where you can identify stuff on your own, and then you will be able to come up with your own strategy in the midst of it. My goal is just to guide you and show you what I do, and then from there you take, a little bit of what I do, mix it with a little bit of what you do, and make something beautiful. You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, marking the charts up. I got to bring my little drawing tool out. All right, so I'm only looking for these type of trades right here for the most part, right? Outside this Keltner channel, you already know. Oversold areas means the stochastic is down here at this number 6 over here. So I'm looking for buys here. Today is Monday, so, it can get a little tricky on these. I'll show you what to do on Monday, what you could do on Mondays. So I'm looking for those trades. And then I'm also looking for the overbought ones. Overbought just meaning the market was going up too long. It hit, a point and they got to turn around. So we got outside the Keltner. Stochastic hit this 92 over here. So I'm looking to sell, right? My favorite trades, okay? Now, Mondays. Let's talk about Mondays right quick. Mondays and Fridays are considered trap days, meaning anything can happen on a Monday or Friday. The market usually trends a lot. Sometimes it'll just go like this and it'll go up and you don't have no issues. A lot of times it might just keep trending and going in one direction. It might go up one candle, come back down all the way down, go up one candle, come all the way back down. So then you got to go through that whole thing. So Mondays, you got options. You could trade what we call a clear channel strategy, which is basically using your Keltner channel and noticing that the candles only stick to one side of it. So for instance, we dropped through the middle of the Keltner channel right here. And then lately, the candles have just been sticking in this area. So you might come up here, come down, might come up here, come down, which leaves this side of the Keltner channel clear, meaning no candles have came up in here. You know what I'm saying? So you can usually wait on pullbacks and try to catch that continuation. You know what I mean? Just trade directly with the trend. You could do it like that, or you just got to get really good at identifying zones. All right, which brings me to my next point. All right, so again, reiterate, Mondays, Fridays, best to probably trade with the trend. Now, you can still do the overbought, oversold thing, but you're going to have to definitely come down to like at least a minute. Now, if you on OTCs, it ain't going to matter because they don't really, dibble and dabble in the real market. It ain't the real market no way, so you're going to be good. All right, so, but yeah, let me discuss zones right quick because I know a lot of people get confused about zones and I don't know why. I feel like it's the simplest thing ever, but I get it. Now, real quick, look at this on this M15. This is kind of what Mondays look like on the higher time frame. We just trend, channel is clear, right? We just come up, pull back, go lower, pull back, go lower, pull back, and keep going lower. That's what a typical Monday looks like. Now, Tuesday, this mug mess around, shoot way back up here. You know what I'm saying? Or that close to the end of the day, it might start shooting back up. Tuesday, you mess around, get that full continuation back up. Stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. This is kind of what Mondays look like. You get a candle. Like I said, you might get 2, drop, 1 candle, drop, 1 candle, drop. All right, so when it comes to zones, guys, your higher time frames is going to be your friend. The reason why is because the rejection on the higher time frame is always going to be stronger, which leaves you with good 1 minute trades each time, or 2-3 minutes, depending on what you like to do. So let's say, for instance, you got the market coming down like it is right now, right? And you don't see nothing to the left. It's empty, right? Because normally on zones, you just try to match this side with what's going on over here. But if you don't see anything right here, then you can either scroll over this way. Matter of fact, follow this line, follow your price line, which your price line is right here. This little line right here that's moving, right? Follow that line to the left. And if you go far to the left and you don't see anything, then what you got to do is just go to a higher time frame. So let me go back. Let me go to the H1. Now that I'm on the H1, this is going to be a great swing trade on Forex too, for sure. Especially going back that way. All right, so now I'm following my line. So we already passed this one. See, if the market would have stopped right here, but it went lower. But if it would have stopped here, we had a potential for a good buy. Right now, the market is headed back down this way. So all we're looking for is rejection areas, right? An area that was going in the buy direction turned around, right? So that's right here. We was going in the buy direction. We stopped, turned around. What made it stop? A zone. So that means the next zone is right here. So what I could do is I could do this. I could put one right there, and then I always add a couple more, right? And so I could put one there. I could double up. I could put one either directly below it, right in here. And I'll show you why I'm putting this, because we had rejection here. The market dropped. We also got rejection here. The market, went up this way. So that's good zones. All you're looking for is the areas that rejected and turned around and went a different direction. That's it. Right? That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. So if the market was going up and it went down, that means it had to reject off of something that made it go down. So which makes that a zone. Wherever the turning point is, it turned around right here. That's the turning point. That's a zone. The market turned from here and went up. This is a zone. It stopped here, went up. This is a zone. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So you can go back to the M1 and then you can see, okay, these are my buy areas right here. This line, anywhere in the middle of this, here, or before, because sometimes it will go before. So you could, all you waiting for is the market to come here, catch a bounce for a 1 minute buy, first entry, second entry, third, and maybe a fourth. You know what I'm saying? But again, Monday's trend, so you could just trade with the trend. But on any other given day, you could hit them zones real good. You know what I'm saying? But they do work on Mondays, but again, Mondays is kind of trap days. Some stuff works how it normally should, and other stuff don't. So you just kind of never know. That's why a lot of people either don't trade Mondays or Fridays, and they only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, or they, trade OTC on Mondays or something like that. You know what I mean? However you gonna do it, just make sure it work. All right. Let me go to, I just want to pick some random stuff, because all these kind of look the same. I want to get something to look a little different. Like, all right, like this. So with this trade right here, with this chart, all right, let's say you wanted to take trades on this and you kind of confused on what to do. All right. Now, again, remember the zones we talked about. Those are going to always be important whenever you placing any trade, because if you can identify zones, you're going to be solid. Like, it's going to get so easy to find setups, because look, we're only looking for turning points, right? We're already seeing what happened here, right? That was automatic. Stochastic high 92, cool, sell. But what if you don't got that? The only thing you're looking for, like right now, let me zoom in, hold on. take these off and I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right, so the only thing you got right now, the market, let's say the market is coming down. The first thing you need to look at is to the left. What area came down before and bounced? This one. We bounced right here. So that means a buy opportunity is right here. Same area, right? So we will have two in the same area, and then if it came down again, a potential third for a buy right here because of what happened to the left. That's it, right? If the market was going up, then I'm looking to the left for sell area. So what area rejected and sold? Right here, boom. Even this one, right? So that means between this area and maybe a little bit higher, potential sell areas, right? But eventually you will get some type of breakout. Like the market is kind of going sideways right now, but eventually you will get some type of breakout. So I'm gonna mark this up and kind of show you what you could do. Now, anything I'm teaching you here, you can do on Forex, you can do on futures, whatever. But let's just say you got consolidation, which you normally do. You can put, you know, a horizontal line here. You can put a horizontal line here, right? And it's gonna be like a bouncy ball from the ceiling to the floor, right? It's gonna keep going back and forth until it break out, right? Well, it might be starting to break out now, all right? So normally once you get a breakout, the candle will shoot through. We get some type of retest either right here or it might come a little bit lower and then it'll go back that way. You know what I'm saying? Or the market will, you know, it'll break down, break past, retest here, and then come back down this way. All right. So that's how you could trade a sideways market. You always look for the breakout. So once it break out, you don't want to worry about that. You want to wait for the pullback, the retest, and then you want to buy here, right? If it does that. And then same way here, if it comes here, breaks out, retest, then you want to sell right here, right? Because that's market structure. That's all the market do. And that's usually in just a sideways market, right? But if the market is moving good and regular, then you should be good. But as you can see right here, the market shot up to this same area and we just got a rejection. Now, whether it continues up or not, we don't know. But it did exactly what I was saying. Came up here, rejected, start coming back down, retracing. All right. So that's what you look for on any given trade. It don't matter if I look at an OTC pair. Boom. So this is good. Check this out. Now, remember market structure I was talking about. This is in complete market structure. So market structure market goes up, pulls back, goes higher, pulls back, goes higher, pulls back, goes higher, pulls back, goes higher, pulls back, higher, pull back, higher, pull back, higher. So what you think is come next? Pull back and then higher. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it will get broken. Eventually. So now that you can see the full structure of this, right? Eventually, market structure will get broken, but right now it's Monday, so it's just trending in this direction. The market just continues to go up. So we already know based off previous data that we're gonna get a pullback, right? Between here, and potentially here, and then we're gonna go back up. That's what the market has been showing us. Why not follow the same pattern? You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Follow the pattern of the market. Now, if the market continues to come lower than this one, that means we got kind of like a break of structure. You got to kind of watch that. But we still above the 200. So, you know, the only time you're going to know if it's about to completely turn around is if it started to pass here. Like if it come down here, come here, and then it come down here, then you're like, okay, well, yeah, we out of there. We about to be selling probably for the rest of the day. But as long as we stop between this area, or about right in here, we're good. We're still good for buys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's showing. So let's just look at this trade and see what happens. You know what I mean? Pretty dope, though. Pretty dope once you fully understand the market because, listen, it makes stuff so much easier, y'all. You don't got to go in here guessing. You be way more confident in your trades. We're already getting rejection. And again, I'll be trading 1 minute trades. So, you know, that's it. 1 minute gets you in and out. That rejection right there alone would have been a 1 minute trade and I would have won. Look at that. You see what it did? Got the pullback and then hit it right back up. What'd I tell you? Market data, easy. You just follow, you know what I'm saying? Follow what the market has done previously. That was a winner already. So if you ever see that it's so many ways to trade the market, y'all. You just got to figure out which way you want to trade it. That's why I be having a bunch of different things that I know, so that way I could trade the market any different way. I also see other setups in here. Of course, you could still see, you know, the overbought, oversold, or the zones. You know, you can see that this area right here was a zone. This area was a zone in that area, around in that same area. You know what I'm saying? So of course we're gonna get some type of rejection. The middle of the Keltner channel is also acting as, it's a 20 moving average, so that also acts as a zone. It can reject off of that. So simple stuff, y'all. Look. All right, this Chef JPY. All right, let's look at this ugly trade. A little ugly, right? But one thing I noticed, all right, first and foremost, we're under the 200, so it is still a downtrend. You can see the market is clearly heading in a downtrend. But what if I want to take buys on this downtrend? What if I want to counter trend trade? Is that smart? It just depends. You know what I'm saying? On the day, right? I counter trend trade a lot, and I trade with the trend, so it just depends. But right here, you can see where the market is headed. This is a zone. So my first look to buy would be right here. Why? Because we rejected here before and went straight up. Chances are we could reject here again and go straight up. If this zone isn't strong enough, because it is an M1 zone, then my next zone would be down here for a buy. All right, that's my next area. So I would be looking for a rejection right here and a buy as well. Second entry, but we're already starting to get the buy. You know what I mean? We're already starting to get it. Simple as that, right? And if we came lower than this one, then I would have to go to the M15 or the H1 to kind of see, you know, where the market is going to go. But again, if you just want to keep it extremely simple and you just want to do one of the most simplest trades ever, just wait for the stochastic to get down here to this 6. Wait for these candles to come outside this Keltner channel. Look for the buys, right? And if you add extra sauce on it, like zones, then you more than likely you'll have a good, decent day. You know what I'm saying? Because this always happens, no matter what, right? Unless you get caught up in this ugly trend. But even then, you still got 1 minute trades in the midst of this. You know what I'm saying? As ugly as it is. Or you could trade the clear channel strategy, or you can trade, you know, zone support and resistance. If you learn how to mix and match them, I mean, you're gonna be a beast. So I can see multiple different things when I'm looking at the chart. So I'll show y'all one more thing, and then I'll get up out of here. So I don't wanna hold you too long, baby. I don't wanna hold you too long. Let's just, I was like clicking on random stuff. Let's click on this. All right, boom. It's kind of like the same thing. So market's coming down. Where do I look first? Left. All right. Depending on the strategy. If I'm planning on trading zones, I'm looking to the left. We had a lot of rejection right here. So chances are we're going to get rejection right there. And we already start getting a little rejection. If the market does not bounce and go up right here for at least a minute or 5 seconds, whatever you trade on OTC, then I'm going to look right here below it, because we rejected here and rejected here and went up. And then we rejected here and went up, right? So that means this entire spot, as you can look at the market doing right now, that means this entire spot is buys right here. This whole circle is buys. So buy here, buy here, buy here. That's simple, right? Now, what happens if we go lower than all of this? If you didn't went through all 4 of your entries, you should stop. But if not, then you'll be looking at this area right here, because that is a rejection, right? And then if you're somebody who just got patience and you want to wait for bigger moves, the best moves is going to be the ones that you can catch like below, that shows a big move, right? Now that might take a little more time. So for instance, I'll give you an example. This move right here that I underlined earlier, this is a big move. So I show rejection and then a big buy. So I would be very confident in buying right here because we bought big last time. This here, not as big of a buy. It's only 2 candles, but this is a huge buy, right? We bought here. So if the market ever did come down here, I would be confident at buying right here, right? So stuff like that. But yeah, man, hopefully this video has helped you and blessed you. Make sure you watch it 100 times, y'all, because I'm telling you, consistency It's key. All right, you got to continue to do this type of stuff to make the kind of money you want to make. And if you learn how to control your emotions and learn how not to revenge trade, you gonna be all right. You feel me? I believe in you, and I know you can do it, straight up. So keep sending me your results on Instagram or wherever. Comment below what you want to see, or what strategies you need to go over, whatever. We're gonna go over some stuff because I want to make sure y'all eat. You dig? Holla at your boy. Peace.